when someone's Chiron falls into your 12th house or vice versa. In Synastry, you are dealing with one of the most profound and whisper-quiet karmic signatures in astrology. The 12th house is the closet of the psyche. It holds everything we've repressed, our ancestral baggage, and our past life residues. Chiron is the wounded healer, the point of a pain that never fully closes but becomes a source of wisdom. Here is the breakdown of the karmic implications of this placement. The invisible past life connection. This synastry often indicates a bond from a past life where you were perhaps hidden from each other, or where you shared a secret pain. You may feel an instant, inexplicable sense of safety or, conversely, a strange urge to hide your true self. The karma. You have likely returned to help each other process a trauma that occurred in a previous cycle, one that was never spoken aloud or witnessed by others. There is a strong savior energy here. The Chiron person has an uncanny ability to see the house person's subconscious wounds, the things they don't even admit to themselves. This can lead to a wounded healer loop where one person tries to fix the other to avoid dealing with their own pain. It can feel like a psychic sponge where you absorb each other's moods without knowing why. Moving from enmeshment, feeling each other's pain as your own, to empathy, witnessing the pain without drowning in it. The 12th house rules the dissolution of the ego. When Chiron is here, the relationship acts as a catalyst for a spiritual awakening. Karmic debt. The debt isn't usually financial or practical. It's a spiritual debt. You are meant to act as midwives for each other's soul growth. The relationship often ends or shifts once a specific deep-seated fear has been brought to the light and released. Who feels what? How to handle this karma? Because the 12th house is the house of self-undoing. This synastry can lead to codependency or emotional escapism if you aren't careful. Watch for keeping secrets, feeling for the other person instead of letting them speak, or staying in the relationship solely because it feels fated. Use the connection to enter therapy, start a meditation practice, or do shadow work together. To dive deeper into the Chiron in the 12th house synastry, we have to look at the ghosts this placement invites into the room. This isn't a surface level we like the same movies connection. It's a we share a frequency of suffering connection. Here are the more nuanced, gritty karmic implications. The ancestral mirror effect. The 12th house governs inherited karma, the pain passed down through your DNA or family lineage. The Chiron person often triggers memories or feelings in the house person that remind them of their parents' or grandparents' unresolved sorrows. Karmic implication. You are often brought together to break a family curse. By witnessing each other's deepest insecurities, you are effectively clearing the line, so that the next generation doesn't have to carry that specific weight. Psychic bleeding. Because the 12th house has no walls and Chiron is a sensitive point, there is often a lack of emotional boundaries. You might find that when the Chiron person is hurting, the 12th house person feels physically ill or depressed without knowing why. The karma. This tests your ability to develop spiritual sovereignty. The karmic test is learning how to be deeply compassionate without losing your own identity in the other person's ocean. The theme of sacred silence. Often, the most profound healing in this synastry happens in the things not said. You might find you can sit in silence for hours and feel more understood than with someone you've talked to for years. This can lead to telepathic expectations. You might get angry that the other person isn't meeting a need you never actually voiced simply because you feel so psychically linked. The hiding instinct. The 12th house is the house of secrets and seclusion. Sometimes this relationship stays hidden or in the closet, e.g., an affair, a long-distance relationship that only exists online, or a bond that friends and family wouldn't understand. Karmic implication. The relationship is a private sanctuary. The karma is about finding value in something that the outside world doesn't validate. It's about soul over ego. Key red flags versus green flags in this. It is important to note that 12th house synastry often has a dissolving quality. The reality. Sometimes these people enter your life for a specific period of intense healing. Once the blind spot in your subconscious has been illuminated and the wound has been cleaned, the cosmic glue holding you together may loosen. If the relationship ends, the karma suggests it wasn't a failure, but a successful graduation from a long-standing soul lesson. Subscribe to Karmic Synastry channel and check any potentially karmic aspect in your relationship. Learn how to navigate karmic connections.